breeze, a party come move around.
Hello you guys, welcome back. Today is something that hasn't happened for a while. It has been a hot minute actually since I've done Sephora Favorites perfume sample set review on my channel. I will link the last one I did up here, wherever, and let's get into it. So I feel like I feel like the camera is very high, but we'll deal with that. So this was a Christmas gift for my husband, and I had it on my Sephora favorite, or not my Sephora favorites, I had it on my Sephora wish list, right? This is the Sephora Favorites Next Big Thing set, and the sales price is $95. The retail value is $155. So this set isn't rated very highly on Sephora's website, and I kind of can understand why, because the selection is definitely a little bit different than what I hear people talking about from Sephora normally. But that's kind of why I wanted it. So if you don't know, when you purchase the Sephora Favorites perfume set like this, you get a redemption certificate. And I'm just gonna run through this real quick because Sephora is now paying people to review these things, so you don't need all the details. But you get the certificate, you can redeem it online or in store for the perfume of your choice from the set. So once you purchase the set, it is final sale, and then when you redeem your final sale. But there's so many options in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different fragrances that I don't know why anyone couldn't find a fragrance they liked. So anyway, back to the scents. Let's start off with the elephant in the room. Commodity Milk Scent Space Expressive. This is both the largest, so that's the best value for your money if you are choosing to redeem for that way. It comes in 100 ml size, and it is valued at, I believe, $150. Okay, so Commodity Milk. This is, I think, like when you look up reviews for this product, you'll see that most people redeem for this particular fragrance because it's a fairly popular scent. It's trendy right now, and the value is better than some of the others. However, I've never liked the Commodity Milk line. It smells like baby vomit on my skin. I'm sure that some people really enjoy that comfy kind of milky scent, but it is not pleasant on my particular skin chemistry. And unfortunately, I already knew going into it. I tried it after I got the set, but I knew going into it was not going to be the one I redeemed for. The next the next fragrance I'm pulling out of the set is from Alice Brooklyn Dear Sky. Now, the one of the biggest pet peeves I had with this particular set was that 2 different fragrances came with broken atomizers, and Dear Sky was one of them. So this sample has been lost now for a while, but Dear Sky has honeydew melon, strawberry leaf, and tuberose, white peony, ambrette, and galbanum in it. It's a very sexy, sensual, kind of spicy scent. There's no mention of pink pepper, but I feel like there is pink pepper. I'm sorry, you guys. I feel like there's pink pepper in the composition. It's Sun Catchers, Crystal Prisms, Radiant Energy, and the American West. So Alice Brooklyn Dear Sky. Alice Brooklyn as a brand is kind of hit or miss for me. So I thought, let's try and see. I'm just grabbing these now because I just want to go through them as quickly as possible. The next one is the Netta Pear Jam fragrance, and this guy has Koji Pear, Bergamot, Calabria, Orpur, and Blackcurrant Burgundy in the top. Mid is the Rosewater Upcycled Orpur. I don't know what that is. Osmanthus Orpur, Sambach Imperial Orpur. Is Orpur, O-R-P-U-R, is that an acronym for something? Because I don't know what that is. base Ambret Seed or per Patchouli Heart or per Akigala Wood Upcycled and White Peach. I actually did like the Netta Pear Jam fragrance, but it was a little bit too fruity and sweet. It wasn't quite what I wanted to wear regularly. I probably wouldn't have reached for it. So that was a pass. I'm not going to go into the prices of each of these because you can look that up online. Just telling you my opinions. Then we have Maison Louis Marie. This is number 14. How do you pronounce it? Number 14, Celia. This was another one that was like pretty high on my, yeah, I could get that one list. Like this could be the one list. It has top notes, ruby, pamplemousse, mandarin leaf, and jasmine. Mid notes, Bulgarian rose, dark plum, osmanthus, and base notes, patchouli, vanilla flower, sakura blossom. This definitely smells like something I would wear in the spring. That's very fresh, floral, but not overpowering. I do like the fragrances from Maison Louis Marie, but the price point was not worth the squeeze. You know what I'm saying? The juice wasn't worth the squeeze on that one. I think it's one of the lower value fragrances in the set. And then we have Glossier You Fleur. And if you've seen my fragrance of the day videos, you've seen that I've worn this a few times because I really, really like it. But Fleur is a little bit less, it's not my thing. I ended up buying the Glossier You Rev, which I love, but the Fleur is impression of you that opens with textured mineral salt, followed by a blend of ethereal florals, including sheer osmanthus and creamy addictive ylang ylang, along with cashmere and apricot skin, all heightened by a warm musky base driven by ambrox. So in case you didn't know, osmanthus does have an apricot kind of fragrance to it already. So this is more of like a sweet scent than a heavy floral. I'm gonna spray it on because I actually really, really like this, but it wasn't the value. Again, this was in the top 5, I would say, for redemption purposes. The value was not there, unfortunately, so it didn't get chosen. But Glossier You, what's this called? Glossier You Fleur is really beautiful, and I think I like the Glossier You flankers more than the original Glossier You, to be honest. The next was Cherry Ambition from Seven Virtues, also missing its little atomizer because this one was broken as well. Cherry Ambition is straight like a dupe for Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. I think it's a little bit sweeter than Lost Cherry in my opinion. I tend to like Lost Cherry imitators or dupes better than the original, and I did like the Seven Virtues. So when I had put this scent set in my wish list, I knew that if nothing else smelled good, I could go for Cherry Ambition and we'd be there. But luckily, something else came up, so it's okay. No big deal. There's so many scents in here. So next is Forever Mood, I Am Her. This is Jackie Aina's brand, I believe, and she gave a pretty good size sample. Like, girl, I could be wearing this for a while. This was probably, I think this was the least expensive fragrance in this set, but it smells real good, okay? So Jackie Aina's Forever Mood, I Am Her. She is the it girl in every room she enters, aspirational, effortless, and always approachable. She is you. Where are the notes? There are no notes listed. I don't know what the notes are, but you can look them up, of course. I liked it. I have tried the Forever Mood fragrances at Sephora. They're mid. They're like not too bad. They're not fantastic, but they're definitely wearable and easy to reach for scents. I Am Her, if you just wanted something that you could not have to think too hard about, that would be a really good choice. Price point, of course, for the set, it's not the best, and if you're looking to get the value out of the fragrance, it's probably not going to be the one you choose, but you never know. You could like it so much. This was another one that was in my top 5. This is Flora Carnivora by Henry Rose. This is a jasmine and gardenia heavy fragrance, like white floral heavy fragrance. So this is concrete exhales surrendering to budding little beasts, and their notes are not listed as per usual. But if you like a white floral, this is a good value in the set. I think this was the second highest redemption value. I believe it was at $125 for 50 mil, or maybe just 30 mil, but still pretty good value for redemption. This is a really just a sexy white floral. It's if you don't like a heavy white floral, it's going to be offensive, but I think for anyone who's used to white florals fragrance, like orange blossom, gardenia, jasmine, all of that, yeah, orange blossom heavy for sure, that it's not going to be that bad. Even though the name sounds kind of scary, it's a really nice floral. Moving on to Replicas. Never Ending Summer. This was on my redemption list. Let me tell you, I really liked it. But when I was wearing it around, I gave it a really good wear test. I thought to myself, like, do I want to put out, like, do I want to waste my redemption on another citrusy, summery scent? I am so in love with the YSL Libre Nuit, I think is the name, that I just didn't feel like I needed it. It's the sunny scent of an Italian spritz cocktail with its lingering of fresh orange and vibrant vetiver. Takes you straight to the Amalfi Coast, where the air is thick with warmth, and if you lose yourself in a moment of pure tranquility. So this is a fragrance I would 100% buy if I found it on sale, like, you know, sale. But to redeem for the 1 ounce, not even the full 100 mil, I felt like that was kind of cheaping out, and I passed. So this is Dead Cool Extra Milk, and a lot of people have said that if you have problems with smelling things like Glossier U, JHAG, other like Ambrox heavy skin scents, that you could try this, because sometimes people can smell it. I'm just spraying these all over me. This one I can smell slightly, but it's nothing special to me. I just milk, like these like milky fragrances. Yeah, bergamot, white musk, and amber, a universal musk amplified. So it's like just one of those like your skin but better scents. It does have a nice amount of fragrance oil in the scent, but just not gonna be there for me. It's not gonna be the one that floats my boat day in and day out, if you know what I'm saying. This was the number 2. This was number 2 on my list to potentially purchase. This is Kayali Fleur Majesty Rose Royale 31. I loved this. It was a musky rose. It felt like a vintage parlor type of like old-fashioned, like Victorian style. That's how it made me feel. Like that's what it evoked in me. But when I was giving it like a straight wear test, really trying to make sure that this was the one I wanted to go for, the rose was too much. I can't, with rose scents is very difficult for me. So it's got juicy pear, sweet peach, rose royale, pink peony, violet woods, and purple musk. Beautiful bottle, beautiful scent. May still consider purchasing like a travel size of this at some time, but to redeem for a 50 ml bottle was not going to happen for this one. It was number 2 though because of the value. I think this was a 125 or 120 value, and I did like it. Like if it was more prominently musk than rose, I would have gone for it. I'm not a Kayali fan, but I would have gone for it. We have Skylar's Boardwalk Delight. Oh, She is gorgeous. She's sweet. She's fun. She's playful. She's flirty. But Skylar is not really cutting it when it comes to the redemption value of these fragrance sets. Pure vanilla, cotton candy, and coconut milk. Like, how can you go wrong? I would definitely try to get my hands on this in a sale, but to redeem in this set, it wasn't gonna happen. She good though. Okay, is this Cherry Ambition? Oh, here's Cherry Ambition. She was just laying around in the bottle there. And then we have Rosie by Rosie Jane. And I literally was just talking about this fragrance online with someone. Said, I can't smell this for shit. I cannot smell it. Even the Dead Cool. No, I can't smell the Dead Cool either. But the Rosie, like the Dead Cool, I could smell it and then it left. Rosie by Rosie Jane. This was a full fail. She's just too soft. She's too whatever. Nude musk and sweet rose. Feels like sleeping in your birthday suit. Yeah, because nothing's there. Nude and translucent. I mean, they're saying it right on the package. This stuff don't smell like anything. So in the end, that was it. So those were the fragrances that came in the set. And let me show you the one that I redeemed for. Can you guess? I'm going to give you a minute. Put your guesses down below. Pause. You know how to do it, right? Pause, guess, and then let's see. Did you guess right? Alice Brooklyn Dear Sky. So this baby was a good price point for the redemption value. Plus, everyone, being myself and my husband, agreed that it smelled the most like me. Dear Sky has a pink pepper, like, what all did she say? Like I said, I swear she has a pink pepper note, even though it wasn't listed. Honeydew melon, strawberry leaf, tuberose, white peony, ambret, and galbanum. Like, she's slightly floral, but slightly spicy too, but like has a nice projection that's not too heavy, and also lingers for a decent amount of time. So Alice Brooklyn Dear Sky, this could become a daily driver type of fragrance for someone with a smaller collection. Let me just add that caveat. Yeah, that was it. So anyway, hope that you enjoyed this quick overview of the Sephora Favorites Next Big Thing scent sampler. And if you have thought about it, but you've looked at the choices and have thought, I don't know if there's anything in there that I would really go for, I promise you, there's some really good fragrances in here. And if you're just looking for something new and you're not going to be too fussed about the redemption value, I think you could definitely find something great for your next big thing. See how I did that? Anyway, thank you so much, you guys, for watching tonight's video. I hope to see you in the next one. And until then, wishing you lots of love and blessings on your way. Bye.
First rush when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun is down.